Hello everyone. So in this video we will learn how to notify your team members about Stripe payment. So imagine this, you are running an e-commerce store with your friends and you are using Stripe as a payment processor. So a guy called as John has made a purchase of one of your products. So you want to notify your team members about this purchase on Telegram. So here you have two choices. The first choice is you can copy all the details of this customer from Stripe, sort it out and manually send it on Telegram. The problem with this approach is it's actually very tiresome and repetitive. So here I would suggest that you bring in some automation. So when a new payment is generated in Stripe, it will automatically send a message on Telegram. So in this video, we will be using Pabbly Connect to integrate Stripe and Telegram. The best part of using Pabbly Connect is there is no need for coding skills or programming knowledge. It can be done easily. Let me show you on my screen.
Okay, so to begin the process, first type pabbly.com in your browser. Pabbly.com, press enter. Okay, so this is the website of pabbly.com. Here hover on products and here you will find the option called as connect. Click on connect and then just click on sign in. Okay, so this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I already have made an account in Pabbly Connect. You can also create your own free account in just 2 minutes. Here, I would like to mention one more thing that Pabbly Connect offers a plan where you can try this integration absolutely free. So you just have to clone the template of its workflow, which is available in the description box. Once you clone the template, you will get immediate access to this amazing workflow in your account. Okay, so scroll down and here you will find connect. Just click on access now. Okay, so at the top right corner, you will find a button, create workflow. Click this. A dialog box appears in front of you. It is asking you to give a name to this workflow. I'm going to give it as Stripe to Telegram. Stripe to Telegram. And then just click on create. Okay, so when you click on create, a window appears in front of you. This is called as the trigger window. So in the choose app, how about we make it as Stripe? Because we want to send the data from Stripe. That is why. Stripe it is. Okay, so now in the trigger event, how about we make it as new charge? New charge, yeah, this one. Okay, so new charge is a trigger event. So your obvious question is, what is a trigger event? Trigger is basically a if statement. It asks a question, if the condition is met, what should be done? For example, if a new charge is made in Stripe, then what action should be taken by the system? Actually, there are many more trigger events like a new customer, new invoice, new order, new refund, new plan, new invoice item, and so on. All of them are a bunch of trigger events. Now in case if you want more triggers of your choice, you can make a request to our team at admin@pabbly.com to custom build a trigger event for you. But at present, I just want to send the data when a new charge is made in Stripe. Okay, so basically the gist of the process is we are just trying to integrate Stripe to Pabbly Connect. So let's have a visit to Stripe. So this is my Stripe account. So first of all, at the left side, you will find the option called as developers. Click this. Under developers, you will find the option called as webhooks. Click this. Okay, so here we have to add an endpoint. So just click on add endpoint. Okay, so now comes this part, endpoint URL. So to get the endpoint URL, let's have a visit to Pabbly Connect and copy this. This is the endpoint URL or the webhook URL you want. Copy this and simply paste it here. Let's remove the HTTP part and let me paste it here. Okay, so we have entered the endpoint URL. Now comes the description, let's keep it as blank. The version will remain same and comes the most important part, the events to send. So we want to send the data from Stripe when a new charge is succeeded. So how about we make it as charge succeeded. Charge succeeded. So let us see where is charge succeeded. Yeah, charge succeeded. And let me just click on add endpoint. Okay, excellent. So it is showing that at this point we have successfully integrated Stripe to Pabbly Connect. This means anytime a new Stripe or a new charge is made in Stripe, Pabbly Connect has to capture the data. So as to ensure that Pabbly Connect captures this data, let me go to Pabbly Connect and let me just click on this button, capture webhook response. Click this. Okay, so it is showing it is waiting for the data. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going back to Stripe. Okay, and I'm going to click on payments. So here we are going to create a dummy payment. So let me just click on create payment here. Okay, so what we are going to do here is we are just going to enter some dummy payment, let's say of 100, and from the euros, how about we change it to US dollars. Now we are going to add a new customer. So these are the details of the customer. So the name of the customer is Aaron. This is his email address, aaronmanuel1991@gmail.com. In the description, let's keep it as random. The statement descriptor is basically my account belongs to Pabbly, so I'm keeping it as Pabbly. Now this is okay, so already my account has been filled, the payment information has been filled. So let me just click on submit payment. Okay, so a payment of $100 has been made by a guy called as Aaron Manuel. So let's have a look. Since Pabbly Connect is integrated with Stripe, has Pabbly Connect captured this data or not? So let's have a look. Yes, it is showing some kind of data has been captured. So this is the amount, that is $100. Now, if you observe carefully, it is showing it as $10,000, but we want the data as $100. So the decimal is gone, so that's a problem. So we are going to fix it. But there is something else you should know. So let me just scroll down. Okay, let me just scroll down. So as you can see, there is no data regarding the customer. So where is our customer related data? So let us scroll down, let us scroll down, let us scroll down. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, so there is no data regarding the customer. So my point is, all the data of the customer is located in this address. This is the data from where we have to retrieve the customer information. As you may remember, a guy called as Aaron has made the charge of $100, but the data of this guy called as Aaron is not available here. So basically all the information of this guy called as Aaron is present in this address. So basically now we have to extract all the data of this guy called as Aaron from this address. Now to do that, let me just scroll down and just click on this plus button. Okay, so when you click on this plus button, another window opens up. This is called as the action window. So in the choose app, let's again make it as Stripe because we want to retrieve the information of the customer. So Stripe it is, and click on retrieve a customer. Okay, so retrieve a customer is an action event. There are many more action events like create card, create a charge, create a product, and so on. Now at this point, we just want to retrieve a customer. So let me just click on connect with Stripe. In the new credentials, we have to enter the token. So to get the token, let's have a visit to Stripe. Okay, so I'm taking you back to my Stripe account, removing this payment page. Okay, so again, let's go to this part called as developers. Click this. Okay, so here in the developers, you will find the option called as API keys. Click this. Okay, so this is the secret key you want. This is the token. So all I'm going to do here is remove the privacy. Just click on reveal test key and copy this and just paste it here. Okay, we have entered the API key or the token. So let me just click on save. Okay, so when you click on save, you will find a blank, that is customer ID. So basically you have to enter this particular customer ID here. Okay, so to do that, let me introduce you to this button. This button is called as the mapping button. When we click this, you will find all the details that we have received from Stripe. Now we have to map the detail that is the customer ID. So this is the customer ID, I guess. Okay, let me see, it's the same customer ID. Yeah, this is the same customer ID. So what I'm going to do here is at this point, I'm just going to click on save and send test request. So it will retrieve all the information of the customer that has made the charge of $100. So let me do that. Let me just click on save and send test request. Okay, so the API response is showing all the details. For example, we have the email aaronmanuel1991@gmail.com. The name is Aaron Manuel. This is his phone number. Okay, so basically this information is quite sufficient to send as a message in Telegram. Now before we send the message on Telegram, there is something you should know. So as you can see, let me just show you once again. So this is the information regarding the charge amount. As you may know, as you may remember, this was $100. But at this point here it is showing it as $10,000. This is because the decimal has been removed. So basically we have to correct it. So my plan is I am going to trim the amount. Now to trim the amount, it's actually pretty easy. Just scroll down and here just click on the plus button. Okay, so another action window appears. So in the choose app, how about we make it as API? API it is. Okay, so in the action event, just keep it as get. Now we have to add an endpoint URL. Okay, so this is the endpoint URL. Okay, so now your obvious question is where you are going to get the endpoint URL. It's actually pretty easy. I will be adding this in the description box. So all you have to do is you have to choose the app as API. In the action event, let's keep it as get, and the endpoint URL you can get it from the description box. Now coming to this part called as the authentication, let's keep it as an authentication. We don't want to add any header, so I'm leaving it as blank. Now of course we have to set the parameters. So I'm just typing like amount, and here we are just going to map in the amount. Now the amount is $10,000 and we will get the information from here. So let me just scroll down and enter this. So this is the amount. Okay, so we have mapped it. So when I click on save and send test request, this $10,000 will become 100. So let me do that. Let me just click on save and send test request. Okay, so the API response is showing the status as success, the amount as 100. Excellent. So now we are ready to send this as a message in Telegram to notify your team members. Now to do that, let me just again click on this plus button. Okay, so when you click on this plus button, another window opens up. This is called as the another action window. Here just type Telegram because we want to send a message in Telegram. Okay, so now in the action event, how about we make it as send a text or a reply? Send a text or a reply is an action event. There are many more action events like pin a message, delete a message, edit a text, restrict a chat member, and so on. All of them are a bunch of action events. Now, just like the triggers, if you have trouble finding the action event according to your choice, you can make a request to our teammate admin@pabbly.com to custom build an action event for you. But at present, I just want to send a text message or a reply in Telegram. So let me just click on connect with Telegram bot. In the new credentials, we have to enter the token. So to get the token, let's have a visit to Telegram. Okay, so this is my Telegram account. So in the search, we will begin the process by introducing ourselves to the bot father. So this is the bot father. Okay, so first of all, we are going to create a new bot. So the code is /new bot. Okay. Okay, so the bot father is replying, all right, a new bot. So what is the name that we are going to give the new bot? So I'm planning a simple one, that is Pabbly Connect 123 something 1234 something. Okay, so this is the name, Pabbly Connect 1234. Of course, you can give any name according to your discretion. So let's enter this. Okay, so now we have to give a username to this bot. Now it's also very easy. So I'm going to give the username to this bot as something like Stripe to Telegram underscore bot. Press enter. Okay, yes, this bot name is available. Now, while you're creating a bot, always remember the word should be ending with BOT, basically bot. I repeat again, always the ending word should be BOT, otherwise Telegram won't accept it. Okay, so this is the token you want. All I'm going to do here is I'm just going to copy this. Okay, so I have copied this and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so we have entered the token. So let me just click on save. Okay, so when you click on OK, a set of blanks has appeared in front of you. The purpose of these blanks is very simple. We are going to construct a message in Telegram from the data that we have received from Stripe via Pabbly Connect. So let's start with the chat ID. So basically, we are going to construct a group first, and then we are going to receive the chat ID. So to create a group, let's go back to Telegram, click on these three horizontal lines, and just click on new group. So first of all, I'm going to add my bot to this group. So it was Pabbly Connect 123, right? 1234 something. Yeah, this is the bot and I have selected it. Okay, so I'm going to give the group name as Stripe Sales Notification. So this will be my group name, Stripe Sales Notification. Let me just click on create group. Okay, so a group called as Stripe Sales Notification has been created. Now my next step is I'm going to give admin privileges to my bot. Now to give admin privileges to your bot, first of all, you should know something. The web version of Telegram doesn't allow you to give admin privileges to your bot. So basically you have to use the app version from your mobile or your desktop. Now I'm going to use the app version on my desktop. Now if you don't have the app version on your desktop, you can always use the mobile version, but I'm going to use the app version of desktop to bestow admin privileges to my bot. It's actually pretty easy. So first I'm going to use the Telegram app from my desktop, and this is the new group Stripe Sales Notification. So as you can see, these are the two members I have, that is, one is me and the other one is my bot. So at present my bot doesn't have any access to the message, so I'm going to give him the admin privileges. So to give this guy the admin privileges, all I'm going to do is right click here and just click on promote to admin. Easy. And in the custom title, just type admin. Okay, and just click on save. Okay, so as you can see, now the bot has access to message. So basically we have added him as the admin. Excellent. So let us go back to our the web version of Telegram, and here at present we have only two members, so I'm planning to add one more member. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click here and just going to invite a new member. So I'm going to add a person called as Sujata Hirwar. So she is my friend, so I'm going to add her to my group. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to refresh it so that this newly person get added into the group. So as you can see, at present we have 3 members. Okay, so now coming to this part called as the chat ID. So we were trying all these things to create a chat ID. So this is of a chat ID, not the complete chat ID, but nearly a half part of it. So this is our chat ID. All you have to do is copy this. Okay, copy these characters and just paste it here. Okay, so this is not our complete chat ID. So bring your attention to this part, message to a private channel. As you can see, it demands -100 in front of these characters. So I'm just going to copy this, or you can just manually type -100. So our chat ID is ready. Excellent. So now coming to the text message. So we are going to type a simple text message. New Stripe charge. Okay, so if you want to add a new line, so all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to type /n. So this will enter the next line. Okay, so new Stripe charge /n, and by, and here we are just going to map in the name. So this is the mapping button, and this is the data that we have received from Stripe. Okay, new Stripe charge by Aaron Manuel, and again we are charge amount. Okay, so /n, so this will create a new line, charge amount. Okay, so the amount, as you may remember, we have retrieved as 100. Okay, so let me just type 100. Okay, so this is the amount. So this is basically the same amount that we had created here after trimming this amount. Okay, so 100 it is. Okay, and in the next line, /n email, and this is the email, I think. Okay, so this is the email. Excellent. So new Stripe charge by this guy, charge amount 100, email, and this is the email. Excellent. Now coming to the parse mode, let's keep it as HTML. Disable notification, let's keep it as no. In the disable link previews, let's keep it as no. So when I click on save and send test request, it will send the message on Telegram. So let me do that. Let me just click on save and send test request. Okay, so the API response is showing the message has been sent to Telegram. So let's have a look. Okay, so yeah, so this is the message, new Stripe charge by Aaron Manuel. Charge amount is 100 and email is this. Excellent. So the presence of this message shows that we have successfully integrated Stripe and Telegram with help of Pabbly Connect. So how about we double check if our integration is working fine or not. But before we do that, let me just show you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. So I'm taking you back to Pabbly Connect, and I'm going to minimize my action windows. So I have minimized this action window, I have minimized this action window, going to minimize this action window, and I'm going to minimize the trigger window. So basically this is the whole process in a nutshell. First you integrated Stripe to Pabbly Connect, and then you have used Stripe action window to retrieve the details of the customer. Then you have used another action window to trim the amount. It was earlier $10,000, we have made it into exact $100. And of course we have integrated Pabbly Connect to Telegram to send the message. So now there is a perfect flow of data between Stripe and Telegram. Excellent. So what we are going to do here is we are going to make one more charge. So let me just click on create payment, and this time the amount is 500 US dollars. So the customer is a guy called as Mayank Diman. Okay, so the description is random, the statement is descriptor is Pabbly, and this is the card information. So let me just click on submit. Okay, so a payment of $500 has been made by a guy called as Mayank Diman. So let's have a look in Telegram. Do we have the message of this newly created charge? Yes, new Stripe charge by Mayank. Charge amount is of 500 and email is mayankdiman plus stripe@gmail.com. Excellent. So our integration is working absolutely fine.
Not just these two apps, you can integrate up plenty of applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any queries, contact us at admin@pabbly.com. Our dedicated team members will help you to automate your workflows. Or better, just visit our website www.pabbly.com. It's awesome. Thanks.